안녕하세요, 저는 로키입니다, and welcome to today's video where we are going to be reacting to some more of our girls' Dreamcatcher. And today we have got their MV Reason, and I'm really excited for this one because, of course, this was released for their 6th anniversary, which was now yesterday. Dude, my time is so fucking messed up. I was so unwell earlier, so didn't react to this until now. But as a result, also, like, low-key, have you ever just like lost track of time completely and you just have no idea what day it is, especially if like you wake up at a weird time during the day as well too, because me. But anyway, we're here. I'm excited. Yeah, the mystery codes, we were all over that shit, and that was really fun to like kind of figure everything out, you know, obviously seeing the dates codes like winding up going back to like their teasers and stuff like that for like Chase Me era. So that was really fun. But yeah, regardless, I can't wait to get into my feels and then talk a little bit at the end about DC just in general. But without any further ado, let's go ahead, let's give it a massive old like, full screen, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
있기에 드림캐쳐가 있습니다.
As long as Insomnia is here, Dreamcatcher is
I have
here.
to go on.
You do. Go crazy.
Reason.
Oh my god. Oh lord, the quality! That guitar!
어린아이 같았던 나는 이제 없지만 같은 자리에서 난 힘이 되어줬구나.
The old me ain't there anymore, bro. We changed. Oh.
나의 뒤로 모든 게 참 오래도록 꿈꿨던 모습으로.
Oh shit! Dude, Tommy, fuck. Ugh. Wow, bro. Dude, oh no, bro. Like, we showing like their Halloween events, their busking days even, like, come on, bro. Yeah, we walk in that staircase. Hey, but it's hard. It's been tough. Ah. Dude, that... Oh, this bass section? Dude, that guitar is insane, but the bass, fuck. No! Oh my god, bro. We going crazy. No, you, bro. Damn, man, we really going through it, huh? Like everything. Bro, the drums. Bro. No, bro. Oh. Now come back to Australia, please. I need it. Oh. That's us. I think I knew afterwards, like I knew before that afterwards I was going to have stuff to say. But now I kind of like lost it all. And like, I just kind of like returned back to square one. So really quickly, and you know, I know that like, I know that we can talk so much about the song and the MV, and we will, but like if I just kind of like, because this is an opportunity also for you to rehash your experience with Dreamcatcher 2. Their anniversary is not only an anniversary for them, but it's also an anniversary for us. Like, if I trace back everything, even the start of this channel, I trace all of it back, right? There was, I think, 3 reaction videos that I had done. I had done a reaction to Blackpink's How You Like That when it came out. I'd done a reaction to Stray Kids' Top. And then I'd done a reaction to Dreamcatcher's Scream. They were like one of the first groups that I had like checked out when I was just starting out to be a reactor. Now, don't get me wrong, I've been listening to K-pop actively since 2014. When I first started my channel mid-2020, I just started it because I decided that, you know, it would be really cool to like share my love for K-pop with other people. And I'd seen people do that before, and I kind of mustered up enough confidence, and I was like, you know what, let's just give it a go. Let's try it. Let's see what it's like. Like, is it more enjoyable watching stuff with other people and talking about it with other people than watching it by myself? I'd really hoped that that would be the case. I checked out How You Like That because, of course, it's Blackpink, and I'm a Blink, and I'd followed them already before, and I absolutely loved that. The most cringe reaction I think I've ever done, but it was great. It was a brilliant first reaction. And then I moved on to Stray Kids because Stray Kids brought me there because of, and were part of the reason why I decided to make this channel as well too, because they sang Top, which was the Tower of God animation opening. And I thought, wow, that's fucking amazing. And I found out that they're a K-pop group, and I went, boom, and I just died. And then like literally the day after that, I kept on seeing this group recommended in my recommended tab on YouTube, and it was just constantly Dreamcatcher. And I'd kind of been like, oh, like, I don't really know who this group is, but like, I have no idea who they are. Like, I'd said, I'd followed K-pop for a bit. I'd never heard of them before, and I was like, well, you know, I don't really know who they are, but I'd seen some people recommend them in the comments of my Blackpink and Stray Kids videos, and I thought, well, Scream looks like the newest one, so let's check it out. And I remember like sitting down and I checked out Scream, and I mean, you know, you guys obviously have the visual record of that, so do I, but I just remember thinking, like, after I'd uploaded and posted that reaction video, I thought, like, you know what's fucking insane about this is that I've never heard a sound like this within Korean music so far. Like, I'd never seen anyone like them. And that's why I hadn't known about them beforehand, because there literally was no one like them. There was no bigger group to compare them to necessarily. There was nothing really there. They have straight up out, like, since the start, they have been out here trying to make a name for themselves with their own sound. Like, literally no one is doing that type of sound. You can be really, really, like, if you want to bring it down to absolute fundamentals, yes, people have done rock before. Yes, people have done metal before. It's not something that's just appeared in the Korean music industry for the first time. Dreamcatcher didn't invent rock and they didn't invent metal. But in terms of like the mainstream integration of making those elements of music, those elements of certain different genres as like a fundamental and unchanging part of your sound in the Korean pop industry is crazy. And I just remembered being so like, I was bewildered by that. I was like, what on earth is happening? And listening to them was really, I think, just kind of like something that I couldn't stop doing. You know, I literally moved on from Scream, and then we went through the ringer. Let's just say that. I went through the ringer, and it was like a crazy dive just into their music. We got to the Tree of Language, which is arguably one of their best albums ever, and one of the best girl group albums ever still from me. And I got to hear like songs like fucking Scream on the same album as Black or White and Jazz Bar. Jazz Bar exists. Jazz Bar is a thing. That is a real song. That is a real song. In the Frozen, that's a real song by the same group. And I was shocked. And I was like, what the fuck is this group? They're insane. And they became an alt for me so quickly. So quickly. They have remained that. I consume a lot of their content on my own because I feel like they're a cozy, safe space, and I really enjoy that. Sometimes I'm able to share it with you guys, but yeah, naturally, obviously now, I just you consume things in different ways. I think sometimes once you figure out what hits you in a certain way, whether you're like, oh, I really want to watch this with other people, or if you're like, nah, I just really want to watch this before I go to bed or something like that. That's like vlog stuff for me, like DC vlogs or their notes or something like that. Like sometimes I straight up just watch them before I'm about to pass out, and I love that. And I guess having been through all of that, right, Dreamcatcher have produced probably some of my favorite girl group music over the course of their career and over the course of me being a personality on youtube.com. Now, on top of that, if I then consider myself just from a fan perspective, it's kind of wild to me that like my first comeback ever with them was like Boca, the one that I was there for. And dude, I threw myself headfirst into them because it was only the right thing to do. It was only the right thing to do. Like there was literally no other choice that I had. Like it was at that point that I had no other choice but to just, you know, accept it and go, damn, well, I guess I'm in this. And I've never been a fan of something so much. Like I've never been a fan of something to the extent where I would like actively follow so much content and sit down and like straight up just like consume absolutely all that I could in the name of support. Even for football teams. Like, you know, like I used to be really interested in football. I used to want to be a football player. Not soccer, but Australian football. And I used to love that. And I used to be so obsessed with sport. I'd follow all of that shit, but not to the extent that I ever followed Dreamcatcher and just hoped and wished that they would, you know, get their first win and support them and stream them and, you know, listen to their music and buy their albums and all of this. Like, I'd never done that. And by the time that, like, passage of time, it's not 2022, it's 2023. Last year when Maison came out, I thought, wow, well, like Maison, I'm sure this is going to be great. We've got a solo album coming. Like we've got an album coming that's got solos on it. I'm sure it's going to be fucking awesome. I'm sure it's going to be filled with just, you know, many different like ways that the members are like able to like express themselves and stuff like that. I'm sure that the quality and the production is going to be amazing because DCC have never ever let down on that. Lees and Ollander have never skipped out on that. The members never produce anything less than just absolute quality. And people say that you can't love all songs from an artist, but Dreamcatcher come pretty fucking close for me. Like, those people are wrong, by the way, but like, Dreamcatcher come pretty fucking close for me. And then seeing them get their first win, and then considering like how they had even thought that I've done a whole lesson on this, by the way. Go and check it out if you'd like to. It's in the, if you go to my channel, you can see it down in the video essays tab. Like just kind of considering that happened after all they had been through, and even just the short time span that I had been through with them, was just so like energizing. I think energizing more than anything. It was so validating as well too, because I feel like they'd finally started to get the recognition that they deserved. All K-pop groups deserve recognition. All artists, anyone out there who is trying to make it deserves recognition because they are doing something. They're trying. They deserve that, right? There will be people out there who listen to anyone, everyone, anything, and everything. But the thing is with Dreamcatcher is that I so badly wanted that for them. And they got it, just like the rest of us. And just to consider that since then, you know, they've had not one, but more wins. They've traveled internationally. They've done tours. They've done world tours. And they're in hot demand. They're selling places out. They're everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Australia, please. Please come here. Like, considering that, do you remember how hyped we were when they got their fucking light stick? Like, people wouldn't shut the fuck up about that. And they sold out too. Like, it's just, it's crazy just how things have amped up for them since even 2020. 2020, I think we saw a massive uptick COVID was a really big result of that as well too, and all of that type of stuff. But just seeing where they got to in 2022, but then considering how much further they've got left to go, and considering that considering that they've broken through that glass ceiling, that nothing hovers over them, nothing looms over them. They've got a company that's supportive. They've got a company that also, like we said earlier, didn't give up on them, didn't give up on their sound, and was actually, if anything, insistent that they keep going that way. Insistent with the vision that it was going to work, that it had to work, and it would, is crazy. It's crazy. It's truly one of the most inspirational stories in K-pop. For me personally, yes, I'm biased, but bias aside, I think that you could look at that as a third party and say, yo, that's pretty fucking cool. You tried to make the impossible possible, and you did. It's insane. You go back even further, they were Minx. They were Minx, bro. Minx, and then they disbanded. And once again, DCC were like, nope, we're not giving up. Chase Me came out, and that's the, that's the rest is history. I'm really proud of them, man. And I think seeing that in those videos, like seeing those videos in this MV, seeing even the imagery of, them walking up like that winding staircase, like that spiral staircase, like they go around and around and up and up and up, and they're tired. They're shedding tears. They're exhausted. I can't imagine how many times they had probably just thought of giving up. Or I can't imagine how many times that they probably, despite the fact that they had tried to be as positive as possible, I can't imagine how many times that they would have just been like, man, is this even going to work? Do I need a plan B? Do I need a backup? What am I going to do if this doesn't happen? But the fact that, like, behind everything and at the end goal, considering that that's what they reach, is insomnia, considering that they think that we are the reason that they are here, yet they are the reason that we even exist, it's a really beautiful thing. It's a really beautiful thing. All that aside, because they're my intensely complex thoughts just about Dreamcatcher in general. And when I say intensely complex, I mean that sarcastically, because I'm literally just talking, running my fucking mouth. They are amazing. And you know what? I was honestly extremely, very happily surprised by this song. Low-key, I didn't listen to anything, obviously, leading up to it, hype or anything. We just saw the mystery codes and stuff. I like to fully surprise myself with Dreamcatcher, I think, at this point. But, like, leading up to this, I kind of expected maybe something just a little bit softer. I think a lot of groups actually do that, though, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just think that there's a very specific template for, like, anniversary or commemoratory? Is that a word? Like, for commemorative song. There we go. Commemorative songs. Like, or, like, yeah, just for special occasions or something like that, whether it be Insomnia's birthday or Dreamcatcher's birthday or whatever. Like, I feel like there's just different types of, like, songs and cookie cutter templates and sounds that you would hear. But I think kind of just in typical Dreamcatcher fashion, really, the thing that I find really fun about this is that they went so hard. They went so hard when they totally did not need. They totally did not even need to. They went so hard. The vocals are amazing, as we would always expect. But, like, the raps hit, the guitar hits, the bass hits, the drum going, like, there was, like, rapid fire for it. There was, like, rapid fire for a second as well, too. Like, it's just kind of fucked, not gonna lie. Let's just say that. It's just kind of fucked. Like, you needed to go that hard on a fan song? That's insane. Insanity to me. Anyway. They looked amazing. They sound amazing. Am I surprised? No. But was I surprised at the quality of this song and how much I liked it, considering the fact that it is a song to commemorate their anniversary? Absolutely. Absolutely. Also, I love the animated aspect as well too, kind of mixed in with the videos that they have from their past as well. I think that those are really fitting. But yeah, man, to another year. I will drink to that. Coffee it is, but to another year with Dreamcatcher. Love and appreciate you guys. Thank you so much as always for tuning in. Of course, if you want to catch more Dreamcatcher reactions, do stick around by subscribing if you'd like to. We've got more Dreamcatcher stuff over on Patreon. There's obviously a lot left for us to watch, but there's a lot that I do catch in my free time, so please keep that in mind. But thank you as always for tuning in. Love and appreciate you. Happy birthday, DC. We love you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.